Hi there, I'm Alex. I'm just about to take you on a whirlwind tour of what my research is about, and then have a look at the projects that I'm currently involved with and I've been involved in the past, within the context of open science and reproducibility, and then go into a bit more detail about three main areas that I would like to focus on if I was awarded this fellowship. So who am I professionally? I'm a D4 student studying neuroscience, the brain network dynamics unit. I'm coming back in October after I graduate, hopefully as a graduate medical student, but I'll still be doing some research part-time. My research is looking at how we can split overlapping memories into two separate things. So we might see the same thing in two different places. How can we split that into two separate memories? I do this by recording individual neurons from the brains of mice, and I record lots of neurons from lots of different regions at 20 kilohertz, so I get a lot of data. I get hundreds of terabytes per experiment. So software is really important to me. I have to do lots of complex and non-standardized pre-processing steps, and often I don't really know what other people have done because they don't report it in the literature. People don't share their code. And lots of findings are based on complex machine learning techniques, and it's just really, really hard to reproduce this stuff not because I doubt their integrity, but simply because I don't know what they've done. So what part do I think I'm playing in solving these issues? I use open source software, that's a good start, and I try to fix, upgrade, add features whenever I do, especially for languages that I'm confident in, I use day to day, like Julia. I'm a software carpentry instructor. I'm going to go into why I think training is so important in a bit. I spend a lot of time on Stack Overflow, giving back some of the hours that have been given to me through the incredible community of answers on there. I really believe in the importance of maintaining a healthy, positive online communities, and so I've built an app that enables you to take codes of conduct that other people have made and edit them yourself, and provide some resources about best practices to do this. And also we're developing a feature to make this interactive so that people aren't just clicking on something and saying, yeah, I'm happy with this, but they're really subscribing to the standards that a code of conduct should set for any organization. I'm an active member in the Mozilla science community, which has definitely informed my thinking on a lot of these issues. And I've taken part in quite a few pilot schemes related to open science, especially this Nature Neuroscience code review pilot scheme. And now on to my plans for the fellowship. So a lot of scientists now feel like they want to do open science and use reproducible research practices, but they don't have the tools or the know-how to do so. And this is a widespread problem across the globe. And so I'm part of a big group of scientists that are trying to build a massive open online course that covers each aspect of open science in a modular and internet-focused manner. And so I would really like to work closely with the carpentries and other organizations to develop the third and fifth module, respectively, of this course, which is reproducible research and data analysis and open research software and open source. I've also started plans for organizing a neuroscience community for people who use Julia. So Julia is the language that I use for most of my analysis, and it's about to hit 1.0 at the end of this year, or the beginning of next year. And so it'd be great to have a list of maintained and recommended packages that neuroscientists can use. We'd like to launch it and advertise at FENS or SFN. So Julia is the language that I use for my day-to-day analysis, and it's ideal for neuroscience because it allows you to prototype and write efficient C comparable performant code in the same language. And it's about to hit 1.0 at the beginning of next year. And we're starting to build a community of neuroscientists that use Julia, and I would like to move forward in compiling a list of well-maintained and recommended packages that use Julia, and I'd like to launch these at the JuliaCon, which is going to happen in London next August. And I'd also maybe like to do small talks or a small networking event at FENS and SFN next year. And finally, in order to advance reproducible research training within Oxford, I'd like to teach at least 2 more software carpentry workshops next year. And I'd like to host a separate version control for scientists workshop, as I think lots of scientists who are already very computer literate are still scared about sharing their code. And I think having a properly version controlled repository might do something to dent that fear. Also, we've just started this cross-departmental working group for reproducible research, which has from PIs, professors to grad students from across 10 different departments. And so I'm doing a lot of the communications and organisation for this at the moment. We've set our 3 objectives in incentives for grant funding and career progressing. We're building a support network for students across the university who feel like they need it. And we're supporting the efforts of a separate group to hold software carpentry workshops within Oxford. And so I've only had a chance to whiz through lots of these things, so you can check out all the links to my project and my website, as well as blog posts, my CV, and an interactive version of this application.